I recently came across an article featuring Grenada's very own Shadell Naya Compton from Belmont Estate in St. Patrick. And her words hit home in a way that should worry every Grenadian family. She said, climate change is very real for us in Grenada, and it is directly affecting cocoa. She said Hurricane Beryl destroyed about 9,000 of our cocoa trees, roughly 60% of our cocoa stock. But let's talk about what this really means for your dinner table. When farmers like Shadell lose 60% of their crops overnight, that doesn't just affect chocolate exports. It affects the price of everything you eat. When nutmeg trees that take 15 years to mature get destroyed, that's not just spice industry's losses. That's your grandmother's curry recipes becoming more expensive to make. Here's what climate change actually looks like in Grenada. It's the fisherman in Gouyave whose catch is getting smaller because warming waters are driving fish away from our coasts. It's the farmer in St. Andrew whose plantains are rotting in the field because rainfall patterns have become unpredictable. According to international climate experts, crops like cocoa and coffee could decline by up to 50% in the Caribbean over the next decade. That means half the local food production our grandparents took for granted might not be there for our children. But it's not just about what we grow, it's about what we can afford to import when local production fails. Every hurricane that destroys crops means higher food prices for months afterwards. Every drought that kills plants means more expensive grocery bills for working families. I've sat with farmers across Grenada who tell me the same story. The seasons don't work like they used to. Rain comes when crops need sun. Sun burns when crops need water, and families in town are feeling it every time they go to the market. The woman selling vegetables in St. George's Market isn't asking about carbon emissions. She's asking why her suppliers' prices keep going up. The mother feeding her children in Grenville isn't worried about global temperature rise. She's worried about feeding her family when local food becomes unaffordable. Climate change in Grenada isn't an environmental issue. It's a food security crisis happening right now, affecting every family's ability to put affordable, nutritious meals on the table. This is about survival, economic survival, food security, and protecting the agricultural foundation that has fed our communities for generations. As Shadell put it, cocoa is our livelihood and our memory. Protecting it means protecting our identity. First, we question why our food security planning isn't keeping pace with climate reality. Then, we organize around policies that help farmers adapt and families access affordable local food. Finally, we move forward together, building a food system that can feed our children even when the weather stops cooperating.